Iannis Xenakis, a Greek composer that lived most of his life in France. He was a student of Corbusier and worked with Corbusier, the architect, many years, but then, and he was doing music at the same time, but then shifted completely to music during the 50s. He was really one of the fathers of new music. You know, now it's the 100 years to his birth, so he would have been 100 today. When you see the whole history of new music, how important, how original his music is. It doesn't sound like anybody else. You can't really copy his music, and nobody dared to try. But he's still super influential on many, many other composers. And he kind of basically invented instrumental language that's completely his own. Well, I always wanted to conduct the Bartók. It's an insane, really strong, powerful piece. One of the pieces that I used to listen to a lot when I was a kid. But somehow in the last 25 years of conducting, I never managed to program it. It's a little tricky to program. So I was super happy that we could do it finally. It is a kind of big piece with several movements, which starting with a quiet, beautiful, slow movement in the strings and kind of leading into a much more dramatic percussive movements later on. It's divided, the strings are divided into two different orchestras. So there's a lot of kind of dialogue between these two orchestras and a kind of canon-like things that you hear it on the left side, then you hear it on the right side, then you hear the percussion, and you hear the celeste. There's a lot of things going on. And kind of really a very beautiful and very interesting orchestration throughout the piece. It's a piece that's kind of easy to grab. You go in deep into this slow movement, but then the second movement begins with this really exciting sound, and then you're hooked.